Good morning, everyone. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your collective general energy reading for today, Tuesday, June the 4th, 2024. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in, for liking, subscribing, commenting, hitting the notification button, and sharing. If you would like to leave a donation or a blessing for this channel or for this reading, you can do so through PayPal or Cashapp, and those links are in the description below. So let's see what energy we have here. So first of all, I want to say that as I was meditating on this reading, the first message I heard is if you start digging bigger holes, you're going to have bigger problems. So stop trying to create something where there's nothing, right? There are times when we can be so emotionally attached to something that the more we try to fix it, the bigger the problem is. The bigger the problem. So stop trying to create something that isn't there, right? The bigger the hole, the more the problems you're going to have. So just let it go. Yes, it may be heartbreaking. Yes, it may be sad, heartbreaking, heart-wrenching. This could be ideas that you have, or a relationship or a partnership or a marriage that just doesn't hold water anymore. It doesn't have the strength or the compassion, sensuality, passion, friendship, love, compassion that was there before. And the more and more and more we try to fix it, the more we try to fix it, the more we try to fix it, the bigger hole that we dig, the more problems we have. So sometimes it's about letting it go, doing the grieving that you have to do, but letting it go. This could also be said when someone passes, when there is a death in the family. We look for answers, right? For some of us, for most of us, loss, death is a very big deal. And we look for answers, and we start thinking about the coulda, woulda, shouldas, right? And we start overanalyzing, and then we start blaming, and then we start looking at, what could have been done. We start digging these big old holes. We start digging ourselves into these big old holes of sadness or hurt or anger, right? And the bigger the hole, the more problems you have, right? So sometimes a separation, an ending of a relationship, or even death, that happens. And I know that we have to deal with it in our own way. But just to remember that looking for answers where there aren't any and digging a bigger hole causes bigger problems, right? And if you continue to dig and dig and dig and not find what it is that you're looking for, that's an even bigger problem. So we have this loss here, but then we also have this Ace of Pentacles energy, which is this energy from spirit, from source, right? And I kind of feel that this loss leads you to something that is quite beneficial. Growth, abundance, prosperity, a life of independence, a life of getting out there on your own, standing on your own 2 feet, opening your heart to opportunities, and opening your heart to that growth, to that solid foundation, because we have the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is being open. The Six of Pentacles is opening one's heart to giving and receiving, right? We're balancing those karmic scales. Yes, we've had a loss. Yes, through that loss, we look for answers, but also through that loss, we're able to step out on our own, to cross that threshold of leaving what was behind and stepping out into something quite bountiful and beautiful. We can see that the 2 different cards, that Three of Swords and that Ace of Pentacles, are completely opposite. We have this horrible storm going on, and all of this, the swords sticking through this box, this heart box, which seems to me like this is something that has already happened, and you may be working your way out of that hole. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is all green and beautiful and growth and abundance and prosperity. And there's something really bountiful, joyful, ambitious about this Ace of Pentacles. I don't know why I keep saying eight. Ace of Pentacles energy. And that Six of Pentacles energy is you now that you're out there and you're growing and you're open to all of the beautiful bounty around you, that now it is time to be open to giving and receiving. There may be some who are less fortunate than you, and you have the opportunity to make their lives better. And there may be some who want to offer you maybe pay back, or maybe give unto you something that they no longer have use for, because they could be at the end of their existence. So being very open to the not just giving, but the receiving as well. And don't allow that Three of Swords energy, that energy of hurt or pain, to keep you in that mindset of loss or pain or hurt. There's nurturing that needs to happen here. There's healing that needs to happen from that Three of Swords energy. That Queen of Cups is about finding one's footing, nurturing oneself, and being in a place of compassion and empathy for everything that has happened, but also recognizing that life is to be lived. And through this energy called life, we step into this ebb and flow, this give and receive, this birth and death energy, this life and an energy of loss. And it's, again, that ebb and flow, that yin and yang energy, that finding the balance, knowing that the inevitable will happen. In all of our lives, we will feel loss. In all of our lives, we will feel pain. In all of our lives, we will at some time feel betrayal. In all of our lives, we will at some times feel brokenhearted and insecure and doubtful. And at one point in time in all of our lives, we will come from a place of lack. But it's also important that you come from a place of gratitude, and you come from a place of giving, and you come from a place of receiving, and you come from a place of nurturing, and you come from a place of empathy and compassion, and learn to live life, not allow the things that happen in your life to dictate how you live, but live life to the fullest and keep focused. We have the Two of Swords energy. That's all of that unnecessary distracting energy on the side telling you, this is how you should be feeling, or this is what you should be doing. And then we are on we are at this crossroads, unable to make a decision. And when we start asking and focusing on what other people think, and some people don't have a hard time asking others and taking the initiative. But I kind of feel that sometimes when we start asking other people what it is that we should be doing in regards to the situation that we're in, or where we should be going, how we should be feeling, etc., we are getting it from their perspective, from their point of view, and not necessarily from how we should be acting or feeling toward the situation. So it's important that we follow our own intuition and just keep focused. We also have the King of Cups here. I love the King and Queen together. This could be a relationship. It could be the ending of one, or the ending of something here, but these two coming together because you're following your own initiative, your own instincts here, right? Not allowing what other people think or feel to distract you from that. The King of Cups knows that life is to be lived, and the King of Cups also knows that there's things that we are obligated to do. But if we are not having fun and living life while doing them, what is our purpose then of doing the things we are obligated to do? When we get up in the morning and we go to work and we work for that thing called money, to pay for the house that we live in, or the car, or the apartment that we rent, or whatever. And when you have time to sit and to be by yourself and to enjoy the time that you have on your hands, are you using that time to sit in a place and space and worry about what's next? Or are you using that time to sit in a place and a space and be grateful for what you have and what you're able to achieve and accomplish in your life at this point in time, because you do have that job to go to, because you do have that money coming in, right? Are you making it more of a struggle, or are you making it more of a pleasurable experience, right? We can look at it one or two ways. We can look at life being a struggle and all the hardship that we have to go through in order to get from point A to point B, and that will never break any of, those family curses, or that will never achieve and receive this, or will never go beyond that. Or we can look at life as this blessing and make it as enjoyable as we most possibly can, and not focus on being the first person in your family to break karmic scales, or being the first person in your family to become a millionaire, or being the first person in your family to graduate from college, or, because that's a lot of pressure to put on oneself, you know what I'm saying? And with that type of pressure that putting on oneself, we're not taking the time out to enjoy, live life, and have fun, right? We're letting the pressure that we are putting on ourselves to dictate the life that we are living. We're most certainly not living it. So there is this abundance and prosperity there, and there is this opportunity to travel and have fun and live life and bring joy and happiness, and maybe even start a family and travel and look toward the near future. But there is also this aspect of being very focused, if that's what you want, and not allowing the situations that you're going through, or the old tapes and old mindsets to dictate and determine how that works out for you. So you could be establishing a very significant relationship with someone here, and it has the potential of being very abundant and very prosperous, and a relationship of nurturing, empathy, compassion, love, abundance, growth, being very open to giving and receiving. I feel that I date a Cancer. I've dated two of them in my life. One we are in an almost 11-year relationship, and he is very open to nurturing, compassion, empathy, giving. But when things go sideways, he's also very open, he internalizes, and he wants to make everything better, right? And sometimes I have to stop him in the moment and say, this isn't something that you can fix. This is something that we have to work on or through together and find a solution together. This isn't something that you are going to spare me from, and that can be fixed magically, So if you have any questions in regards to what you're going through at the moment, the answers are within you. And this transition, transformation, change, this message of to enjoy life, to be open to the prosperity and abundance around you, to be open to the giving and receiving around you, to be open to the empathy and the compassion and the nurturing around you, and also be open to forgiveness. Yeah, that's interesting, because we have that King of Cups, that Queen of Cups, and that Three of Swords, and you're being guided to be open to forgiveness. So I kind of wonder, and let me set the record straight here. Forgiveness isn't about them. Forgiveness is about you. It's all about you, and it's about your healing process. We have hibernation and rejuvenation, so this may mean taking a step back. Make a move. Whatever you're going to do, do it now. And we have strength and resilience. You are strong, and you will make it through this. Whatever this is, you will make it through it. You know why? Because it's for your well-being. It's what Spirit has in store for you. It's part of that journey, part of that plan. And by trying to analyze it, overanalyze it, by questioning the what's, where's, when's, why's, how's, and by digging a deeper hole, by looking for those answers, from some other place and space, you're just going to make a bigger problem, a bigger to-do out of what's going on. So you have the answers within. This is for your well-being. Forgiveness is needed here. You have the strength and the resilience that it takes to forgive. And that forgiveness is for your well-being. So do what you have to do. Make that move. And it's interesting that your angel card that came up is let your past go. Let me put on my spectacles. Let your past go. The burden of carrying your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set the burden down. Keep only the lessons in love. Leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and now it's gone. Know that you are divinely guided and loved, my friends. Take care.